Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. And you've felt it for quite a while now. The doctors say it's all in your head, but you don't think so. You've felt it for long enough now to be sure it's not right. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Matrix?
No, we're talking about chronic fatigue syndrome. Chronic fatigue syndrome envelops your entire body. It is in our cells, it is in our bones, it is in our mind. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. The world and the doctors have tried to blind you to the truth.
What truth?
That until you prioritize rest and listen to your body, you will suffer. You are a slave to your body. Your body is now a prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told how to recover from chronic fatigue syndrome. You have to figure it out for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the video ends, and you go back to believing whatever it is you want to believe about your condition of CFS. You take the red pill, you stay on this video, and I show you a few tricks for chronic fatigue syndrome to help you understand just how far the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth as I know it, nothing more. Follow me. When you have CFS and other chronic illnesses, you learn that prioritizing rest, as hard as that is necessary to surviving long term and also to keeping a decent quality life. So in this video, I'm going to give you 4 of my best tips to help you learn to prioritize rest and change your life for the better. Let's look into that. My first tip is pretty basic, and yet it always seems to be the very last thing that we do when we have chronic fatigue syndrome and we're trying to take care of ourselves. I don't know why, but my first tip is that you need to form a very strict daily routine based on your limitations. Here's the thing, a daily routine you stick to, the same schedule when you wake up, the same routine when you go to bed, the same routine around the same hours you eat lunch, breakfast, dinner. This basically lets your body know what to expect. It makes it easier on you by training the body that, okay, it's this time, this is going to happen. This time, this is going to happen. Oh, we're doing the bedtime routine, now it's time for bed. It also really lessens the stress on you mentally because the brain understands this is a routine. There are no surprises, there are no letdowns. It's calming, so it'll help give your anxiety a break too. It seems dumb, but seriously, muscle memory really helps a lot. My second important tip for chronic fatigue self-care: you need to schedule rest-only days. Let me say that again. Rest only days. Not only do we just need this the more severe we get, but it's also extremely helpful to help us recover from days when we know we're going to have to do more than usual. And not only planning it around when you do something extra like a vacation or an extra hard day you have coming up, a birthday party, whatever. I actually recommend you basically take a Sabbath weekly where you don't do literally any work of any kind. Oh, you want to get those chores done? Not on that day. No work of any kind. This even helps you recover from overexertion that you might not have even noticed you did. And that's basically what I do. On Saturdays, don't do any work of any kind. And you know what? If I know I have a hard day coming up where I have to do some extra stuff for whatever reason, I will plan an extra day that week, a recovery day, to help me recover from it. But I keep both those days. I don't nullify one when I got the other. They're there for a reason, and they are ridiculously necessary. You know how hard it was when I first started doing that to actually rest and not do something the whole time? We are trained to constantly want to be moving, constantly want to be cleaning, wanting to use our days off for more work. And no wonder we're all so sick, at least in America. Try it. It is really hard to get used to, and you will realize how much you're not letting yourself rest by taking a day where you literally do nothing but rest. Watch movies, play on the computer, don't do any work of any kind. My third tip is to listen to your body's signals and learn to say no. When your body starts feeling dragged down, when you start noticing that things are harder, learn to say no to overtime, to social activities, to chores, to staying awake all day. Does this go against what it's like to be a normal person living in this normal world? Yes. Are you a normal person living in the normal world? No. You have a health condition that you need to take care of. And if you ignore it, you'll end up like me. You ignore it and you ignore it, and you get worse and you get worse, and you know what? Eventually, it takes you down completely, and it's heartbreaking. But that is what will happen if you don't learn to say no and listen to your body. My fourth tip, make a happy place to de-stress. There's a reason people have always had man caves, she sheds, all that stuff. It is mentally a very good thing to have a calming, stress-free zone. Now, either pick a room, pick a closet, pick whatever you can find, and just make that little area your place. As you can see, my room, I have decorated with color, with sparkles, with parrots, everything that makes me happy. This is where I am stuck most of the time, and so this is where I have made my happy place. And in that happy place, stock it with things that make you happy. Drawing supplies, coloring supplies. If you like gaming and it calms you down instead of ramping you up, games. TV, having a small TV or YouTube or a laptop there. Very important. Have some snacks around. Basically, you want a place where you can just zone out, not have the world get to you. See, here's the thing. Unfortunately, we that have chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, myalgic encephalomyelitis, long COVID, we all overdo it, and we prioritize life over self-care. And this is what will end up ruining our lives, and has for many of us. Everything is a balance, and unfortunately, when you have a chronic illness, the life part of the scale is weighed down a lot heavier than normal. So you need even more rest and using these tips to balance it out than the normal person would. Is there anything I didn't mention about prioritizing rest that maybe you do that other people should know about? Please put it in the comments. Please share this with your groups as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep on surviving, my friends.